All right, this is Hot Take Hell, episode 4. Is it a hot take or a fact? Let's get into a couple of these. You all seem to be enjoying this, so I will continue until you tell me, bitch, stop, or I see the views for these have dropped, okay? So, I enjoy this segment and I love you all in the comments getting into it, so let's go ahead and start. First hot take, Chelsea Green has an awful gimmick. That is a hot take for your ass. I actually enjoy Chelsea Green. I actually commend her for her character work. Chelsea Green has shown you that you can be on TV and all over that motherfucker simply for making up a character, which is the crux of sports entertainment. Actually, I need Chelsea Green to go around and help a lot of those wrestlers lean into some character work. The next one, oh boy, here we go. The IWC don't hate Hulk Hogan because he used the N word over 10 years ago, like they claim. They hate him because his politics robbed them of moments they wanted to see in the 90s. They use his use of N word as justification for not wanting him on TV. Well, I don't know who wrote this because I just found it online and it was under a hot take post. But I can guarantee you it's either somebody who is black but wants to be provocative, or maybe that's their real thoughts, or it's a Caucasian who doesn't really know what it feels like to have someone you looked up to or someone you enjoyed watching literally listen to them degrade a black person because, according to him, his daughter shouldn't be fucking no N-words if they're broke. Meanwhile, this man is in the ring with Mr. T, mixing it up. And he's been acting this way for a very long time. And that was shown in that documentary and when he got caught. No, we don't like him because he's racist. That's it. I don't know what half of you are talking about. Jesus. Let's go to another hot take. Here we go. So-called work rate was better in the mid 2000s than it is now. Too many guys these days focus on doing a lot of shit without caring if it flows well in the constructs of the match or if it makes sense. Most moves these days look bad too. They're poorly executed, poorly bumped, and poorly sold. I think that's a fact. I don't think it's a hot take. I don't. If you think that's a fact or a hot take, let me know. I will say this: WWE and their new camera work literally shows the botches super clearly this time. I guess because we're used to that guy with them buck teeth. What's his name? Y'all know what I'm talking about, who was running the camera before. You would have an epileptic seizure before you actually saw the move. So you wouldn't know if it was botched or not. But now we get to see that shit. AEW will show you somebody laying on their neck sideways and then replay that shit. So there you go with that one. Here's another one. Not sure if it's really a hot take on this forum, but Bianca Belair is essentially the female John Cena of the past year. She might just be the most cringe wrestler on the entire roster with her EST bullshit. Her whole persona is fucking garbage. Not to mention, she's now showing her she's shoving her reality TV shows down our throats. First of all, she didn't shove nothing down your throats. She promoted it, and it's nice and quietly has simmered down. I haven't even done a review of her show, which is coming soon. I think Bianca gets unnecessary hate. I think there is some undertones of racism and misogyny. I also feel that a lot of men are threatened by her muscles because some of you bitch ass motherfuckers can't get muscles like her. I also think that she's not John Cena. I will say this: she is booked phenomenally under Vince McMahon. I don't know what the fuck is going on under Triple H. But Triple H is the same guy that had her do a double EST on the Kabuki Warriors in NXT, which is Kairi Sane and Io Sky, and still didn't put the belt on her. So I don't even know what's going on with that. But some of y'all need to back up off my girl. Another hot take. Another hot take. Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio's relationship angle is bland and boring. That's a fact. I don't think that's a hot take. First of all, the beginning of the relationship had nothing to do with fucking. She was dominating him, and she brought him into manhood simply by teasing him that he could smell her pussy, not actually dip his finger in it. Now it turned into, that's my man, bitch, and I took him. I don't know when that happened, but here we are. Another hot take. Triple H bringing in content creators like iShowSpeed and KSI proves how desperate he is to draw in people to give a shit about his dying show. Well, get ready, folks, because apparently Bad Blood is going to have a parade of geriatric legends. So get ready for that. I will say he is trying to bring in a younger audience. WWE is literally trying to bring in a younger audience. Hence all of the hip hop. Hence all of the glossy, bright, refreshed, revamped visuals. Gone are the days of trying to get a 35-year-old man with a neck beard who loves rock and roll to come sit and dog out women wrestlers and get turned on by, I don't know, Randy Orton and his thighs. Another one. Wrestlers booked under Vince were way better under Triple H. Alright. Were way better than under Triple H. Is that a hot take or a fact? I'll leave that up to you. You want to know what I think? Oh my God. Set all that stuff aside. Hindsight is 2020. Some wrestlers did do better under Vince McMahon than Triple H. Oh my God, I can't believe I said that. Another hot take. 2 weekly shows aren't sustainable long term without a brand split. Thunder killed WCW, and although I like 2000 WWF, there weren't a lot of redundancies. There were a lot of redundancies between Raw and SmackDown. They could do it all in one. Draw big money for their era. Great talkers, great workers in the ring, and not everything's about having technical skills, which basically means hold my waistline for hours or do high flying jump. They were brilliant talkers and they had a great look. Alright, this person essentially wants good looking wrestlers who can talk on the mic and talk shit and, you know, move around and give compelling stories for about 4 weeks. I don't know. Is that a hot take? I don't think that's a hot take. I mean, that sounds like a want. That's not wanting much. Hot take. Or a fact. Not a Hulkster fan, but yellow and red Hogan had the greatest look in history. Looking at old wrestlers and their outfits back in the day, Hulk Hogan could have been in the Gap Band. Now, before you say what, Google a picture of the Gap Band. That's all I'm telling you. Google a picture of the Gap Band and tell me you can't stick Hulk Hogan in there. Ah! Early in the morning. That's one of the Gap Band songs. Another one. Brett doesn't get enough credit for making Steve Austin. That's a hot take. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think in the comments. Now, y'all, some people will say Steve Austin made Steve Austin after he did that 316 shit. But him and Brett, you know, they had a pretty good hot and heavy feud. I will say that. So, is that a hot take or a fact? Brett doesn't get enough credit for making Steve Austin. Let's have one or two more, and we're going to wrap it up. There is no tag team divisions in WWE, and it should be ended. You know what? At this point, it's a fact. I don't even think that's a hot take. They should just go ahead and wrap up the tag team divisions and revisit that another time. Lastly, no Hall of Fame legends in title matches. Is that a hot take or a fact? I think that's a fact. They're Hall of Fame, they're legends, they're done. Get them the fuck up out of here. Alright, you made it this far. Tell me what you think. Hot takes or facts. And if you got any, just make sure you put them in the comments and I'll read them out, shout you out, and all that good stuff. Deuces.